Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse and I'm here with a ScrapDiva card share video. Look at these two amazing cards with the corset and the dress. You know what dress this is? This is Belle going to the ball at the castle. I'm telling stories with my cards. Erica from ScrapDiva Designs was kind enough to send me some dies. I have 4 new die sets that I want to show you. She also has a new release. You can get 10% off site-wide with the code Suzanne Hugh. So that's my full name, Suzanne Hugh. Just enter that code at checkout. You'll get 10% off. She has some amazing new things in July as well. She has this super cute croc mini album. I'm going to put that one on my wish list. That is so fun for summer crafting, even for your kids. Your kids wear Crocs. You can make cards. They can make their own cards. Just having fun. Let's get into this video where I'll show you the die sets and my cards. So fun. Let's get started. Here are the 4 dies that Erica sent me. 2 dresses. One is a corset set. So super pretty. One is an actual dress, like a gown. Really, really pretty. Think prom, bridal, anything. Really, really pretty one. Sentiments. These sentiments are really geared towards swaps and such, which I thought was so fun. Happy mail, swap partner, sweet treat, flowers, bows, and ribbons. So if you make like a whole thing of bows, you could put bows on the outside. If you cut a bunch of ribbon, you know, put it around some pretty spool, you could do ribbon. Then on the outside, you could do happy mail. You know what I mean? If you're going to make a box for it too, that would be fun. This set is called the Swap Partner Words 1. Fun. Largest one. And it's a triple layer too. So you get an outer layer, inner layer, and then the sentiment. So you can play with colors. 4 inches wide by about 1 1/4 inch tall, okay? Then there is this little fun one right here, which is called the Family Crest Banner. Oh, love. This measures 6 1/4 inch tall by 5 1/2. You can use this to make banners. You can also use it to make banners masculine style. Because of the shape and everything, this can work for everything like that as well. Sports teams, you see the trophy, fun too. Let's look at that trophy. 3 1/4 inch tall by 3 1/8 of an inch wide. Comes with a star. Comes with a label here. You can either write something in. Also comes with 1, 2, 3. Here are the holes to punch it. Really, really fun. So that's the Family Crest Banner. Up next is the Shabby Chic Corset. Oh, super duper fun. This is like the mannequin part. That's the corset that goes on top of the mannequin part. 4 3/4 of an inch tall, a little bit over 2 1/2 inch wide. Then this fits perfectly on here. So you'll see on my example how it fits. This does extend beyond here, okay? Here's some bows. And then this is the trim detail for here and down here. That I think is a reinforcer for this, okay? And you could probably use it for the center of the bow. That's what I did. So fun. So this is the Shabby Chic Corset. Love. And this one is called the Wedding Dress Shaker. And if you're looking at it like, Suzanne, where's the shaker? All right, I'll tell you in a moment. Another pack in here. 4 1/2 inch tall. And the gown is 3/4 of an inch wide. And you get a cute little hanger too that hangs either right or left with a little heart. That's so fun. Love the little trim detail. This fits right on top of this. Now for the shaker detail. Here is the shaker detail. So you see the frame. This piece here can be layered on top. I think, does this cut the acetate? Hold on, let me see. Yep, that can cut the acetate. So that will cut your acetate wide enough. So you don't have to use scissors and shape it around. That's fun. But I did not turn it into a shaker because I was having a Disney moment and I turned it into Belle's gown from Beauty and the Beast. Yes, I did. This is also a fun set for the kids this summer. If your kids love like princess, same Disney theme, you could do Cinderella's gown. You could do all the princesses, actually, every one of them. You could just have a whole line of gowns and make scrapbook layouts and such. So I think this is a really fun die set, even for your tweens and those young at heart or those who love their Disney scrapbooking. This would be fun for the princess. Also, like I said, it could work for prom. It could work bridal too. You turn this into white or maybe just for the bridal shower. That would be fun as well. Let me show you my card using this beautiful wedding dress. Look how pretty that is. Yellow cardstock. Brought on some ink blending. Just to add some depth, I'm using Altenew Fresh Dye ink in yellows here. And then I finished off in the center here with some iridescent gems. Here in the background, I just found a piece of 6x6 paper from my stash. Super old, my mind's eye, okay? If you don't know what that brand is, yeah, that old. And then up here, I took out some golden yellow foil from my stash and cut the top. That piece, actually, this is an older banner die set, just like the Corset banner. And I do need to package it. I just didn't package it because I think I'm going to have to triple package this. So I'm going to package it, but right now I put the pieces in here. This is the piece I used with the heart, and it's like an arch shape. 5 3/4 inch tall by a little bit over 4 1/4, looks like 4 3/8, okay? It's a little bit over an A2, and then it comes with these 2 layers. I used this layer here and then cut the frame with the foil. And then I turned it into a top folding card. Isn't that fun? Underneath here, there is a layer that I cut of this again, and then I did a little bit of blending here just to give a different color because the white didn't look right. I think this is so pretty. Look at the little hanger. The hanger is like a bright, glossy gold foil cardstock. That's why I like this pattern paper, because it does have the gold sprinkling. It's all about the gown. I did not even want to put on a sentiment. That's how much I love this. So super pretty, so fun. Could I convert this and put something here and then turn it into something to hang into my craft room? Yes. Or give to somebody like a little decor piece, like a banner? Sure. If your kids make a bunch of these, it could be all the princesses' gowns. Blue, pink, yellow, green, all the colors. You can also turn this into like an envelope and stuff things in it with the sentiment birthday. These are the flaps to convert it. You see the fun reinforcers? So this is a whole set, but this is not a new set. Happy for happy birthday. Balloon, theme park, I love that. Birthday as well. Rectangle, all these bits, okay? That works with this whole set. So I bought this set a long time ago, and I decided that this gown needed something pretty like that. I think of this like a garden archway. So super fun. Love, 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 love. Up next, crafters, here is the corset. I have it on an A6 card, which is 4.5 by 6 1/4 inch. Look how pretty this is. I had this pattern paper for a while and I really like it. It is from scrapbook.com. Let me show you what it is. It's the Berry Sweet pattern paper pad. So fun. That dot, I believe, is in here too. Yes, see? So on one side is one thing, so this doesn't show you everything in here. But it's a fun paper pad. I was tempted to use this plaid, but I decided to go with the black and white dots. There's hearts. Christmas dots, that could be perfect for Christmas in July. Look at that, the strawberry. I've thought about the strawberry, but I decided to go with the cherry. There's green with the flower. You see the flower? Fun. Cherries right here with the green. That's what you see here. And this is this is like the strawberry. And look at that red too, really pretty red. This is a 6 by 8 paper pad. They sell these in different sizes, like you can get it A2. I like their pads like this in a 6 by 8, especially for something like this. Then I brought in some red cardstock, and for the sentiment sweet treat, I'm using the swap partner word 1, and I layered it up 3 times. Super duper fun. I just cut strips of the back of this just to add a little variety, just a pop of green. I love the contrast between the cherries and the black and white. I think that's so fun. So that's what the corset will look like. Can it fit on an A2 fully assembled? Let's see. 5 inches tall. So yes, it can fit on an A2 and 2 3/4 inch wide. Okay. But I wanted space for the large sentiment. Here is card 2. So here's the difference between the two. Still sweet, but this is Summerween. Okay. Halloween in summer. I just had to make something with Summerween. So this is my Summerween card. Then I wanted to go fun and girly, and that's when I came out with this Berry Sweet set. For this pattern paper, here and here, I'm using the Newton's Nook Halloween Party 6 by 8 paper pad. This is an older paper pad. Not super old, but it might not be available. Really fun colors. Not spooky Halloween, but fun Halloween. Really, really fun paper pad. So this is from Newton's Nook. I believe I bought this as Simon Says stamp. If I find it, I will detail and link it below. Crafters, I'm detailing and linking everything below. So that's Halloween Party from Newton's Nook. I really like the colors here. It is very Summerween. And then the corset with the stripes. Here I brought in a piece of ribbon. Here I did orange for that detail. Isn't the detail fun? It's like little hearts on it. So cute. Here I did the bow. This time I used cardstock with this. This one I used a gem. Up here I decided to put this in, and then I also thread through a little bit of black twine. This is A2, this is A6, and you see that that hole does punch through, okay? You can make the corset like this, which is just a dress. I think either way is very pretty. I like the little belt. It gives a more defined waistline, doesn't it? As it does in real life. So these are my corset cards. So super fun. And lastly, crafters, here is the family crest banner, which I did turn into a banner. I could also put little reinforcers here if I want to cover it up, but I just put through some very glittery ribbon that is shedding glitter everywhere. I think I got this from Joann's before they closed. Isn't this fun? Here I did black in the background, gray here for this second layer. Third layer, I'm using pattern paper from my stash. I found this fun little pink pattern paper. And then here is a trophy. I did a trophy in silver because I had all the black and gray going on. I could have done gold, but I think silver goes better with this color. I did put a number 1 here and a star. I put that back in because it does cut out in glitter silver. And that's why I also brought in the glitter silver ribbon. So pretty. You could just hang this up. I'm going to give this to my daughter so she can hang it in her room. I think it's fun. I just tied this right here. You could do it the other way around too, but I think this is fun. I did not use this though, because I had so many layers. I was thinking maybe it won't line up. So what I did, I just punched it and then put ribbon through it. Sometimes you just have to take a little shortcut for your sanity. But isn't that fun? So in summary, crafters, I have everything here is girly. This is the one that can be masculine or feminine, so keep that in mind. I think the shape is fun really for boys, anybody that participates in sports and you want to make them something. This is fun. I love the wedding gown and the corset. This was just super fun. So much fun. I made it twice. This one, I put some love in this one. So this one took me a little while to make. This is popped up off of this. This is popped up off of that. This is popped up on the sides. Alrighty, crafters. Everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. And Erica, thank you so much for sending me these goodies to play with. Crafters, don't forget that you can get 10% off site-wide, including her new release, using the code Suzanne Hugh. Until the next video, crafters, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.